Hi, Heather.
Hi, Dan.
As you can hear, Heather's voice is not particularly great at the moment, so we have abandoned Malmi for the time being because trying to record an episode when Heather shouldn't speak is not ideal. So we are at you with another bonus episode instead. So Happy New Year to all the listeners. This is the first time I've seen Heather in ages. How was Christmas in Oz in 3 words?
Oh, 3 words. Family, family, family.
You had a good trip.
Yeah, we did, yes.
Okay, so since Heather's not been back long, I'm the only one who's really done stuff. So I'm going to talk about my experiences since New Year. I took my youngest to the Amos Rex exhibition, and we sat on the fake window ledge and dangled our feet over the edge. So I've done that now, because when I went last time on my own, there were too many school kids and I couldn't really feel comfortable taking pictures of other people's children. However, the wonderful soft volcano, which is in the second exhibition room, the smaller of the two, was closed because some kid had just either vomited or pissed all over it. So we weren't allowed in there. And as that is what I had raved to Thomas about, we are going to have to go back once more before it closes. But he enjoyed it. So, yes, I did that. And then last week, the city of Helsinki began its exhibition year with the Lux Festival. They've already put the statistics up that there were 450,000 visitors over the 6 days this year. And next year, they're going to increase it to 8 days.
Yes.
There were 20 outside exhibitions, plus a whole bunch of galleries involved this year, which I didn't know when I went out, because they were at the bottom of the list, under Kanalmäki, which I wasn't going to go to, so I didn't bother searching down through that bit. I think there were 6 or 7 of the smaller galleries, including Forum Box and all of those kind of ones involved in it this year. So yeah, it was good to go back. I did all the exhibitions which were in the city, not the inside ones, but all the outside ones, in the right order this year. It makes no difference. I can tell you that. It makes no difference. But I want to focus on a couple of the one that everybody was focused on. The number one was Illustrations of the Mind, which was an egg illuminated with pictures on the back wall, and the back wall was the whole of the back side of Chiasma.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically, because it's over, I can tell you, it was a dragon emerging from the egg. But everybody was waiting for the egg to do something, and it didn't. It was all just the pictures on the walls. And I was thinking, well, if the egg does something, it'll have to reset, so that's not going to work anyway. It was interesting. Number 3, Melt, was a huge block of ice, which apparently weighed 2 tons. And you could just about make out there was something inside. A lot of people were rubbing the ice to try and melt it a bit to look inside and all that kind of thing. But inside were images of people submerged in water and ice. And apparently it served as a poetic symbol of human fragility, transformation, and impermanence. My favourite was The Last Dance by Alexander Salvason, a Finnish artist. It tells the story of the end of the world, basically. It starts with everything being happy and it goes around, and by the end of it, everybody's skeletons. It's basically, we're about the midway point of that at the moment, I think. And it runs all the way around the top of Lassi Palatsi. And it was very interesting. Lots of very colourful images. And by the end of it, obviously, it's only black and white because everything's been destroyed. And it was art and sound. So the sound was Ville Aalto as well.
Nice.
So yeah, that one was interesting. But lots of walking around. There was a couple of really big things in Hietalahden Tori. And there was a very, very cool interactive kids one in the... I should have written this as notes rather than looking through the app. Twist and Shine, it was called. They were sculptures of interconnected prisms that can be twisted into thousands of different shapes, and they all lit up and changed colour, and you could stack them and make castles and forts and things out of them. And the kids were having a great time there. I didn't take any pictures there because there wasn't an area where there weren't any kids going to be in my shot. But it was great fun to just sit on the bench there and watch the kids having great fun with art.
Yeah.
So overall, I think this year's was a very good Lux. Oh, there was one more that I wanted to talk about. May Every Child Be Fed. You come up to this glass box, which is illuminated at the front. You notice it's just a load of bent spoons.
Okay.
The light which is on it is projected onto the back wall, and it's a mother feeding her child.
Nice.
Which is all made out of these bent spoons. So when you look at the spoons, you can't see anything, but when it's projected, it's one of those. There's been a lot of those online recently.
Wow. Clever.
But yeah, no, that was very cool. They also had the cranes lit up down by the docks as well. Oh, and one more, the Mycelium Network, which was in the Plague Park, in the old church park on Boulevardy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And this English guy had set up thousands of meters of like LED lights. But it looked that much better because that day it had snowed really heavily. So it was all coming out through the snow. The only issue there was one called Infinity Mirror, which was at the end of Esplanade, yeah. So outside the Swedish Theatre.
Mhm.
And it was already broken. They had a sign on it saying under maintenance.
Yeah, I saw that during the day.
Well, it claimed to be interactive, but it obviously hadn't been built to actually be interactive because it was flimsy as hell. And I was touching it before the sign, which was far too far away from the bit you weren't meant to touch, became visible.
Okay. Yeah.
So they needed to make it all a little bit more clear, but I accept I was in the wrong as well for that one. But yeah, that was Lux this year. So as I say, it involved Kanalmäki this year. They normally do one area just outside of the city every year. That's what I've been up to since Christmas. The travel fair starts on Friday for the public. We were meant to be going on Thursday, but I have a feeling Heather's not going to be well enough.
If I rest my voice. Actually, I'm not supposed to whisper. So if I rest my voice, and it is slightly better than it has been, let's see.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I think next week will be another bonus episode, because otherwise it's going to ruin the list I've made, and I can't change every Wednesday for the next year. So it's too much hassle. So next week will be another bonus episode. I'll be out and about. I'm going to hit some museums again over the next few days. So we will have stuff to talk about for the next episode. But basically, I think we should all wish Heather a speedy and happy recovery. Oh, yes. I want to mention one thing. Free thing for people.
So Artica, which is the Finnish brand that make jewelry predominantly from wooden beads, are having a pop-up at Finlandia Talo. So Finlandia Talo opened after their massive restoration, renovation, repair job. Manahemintia, Monday through Saturday, 12 until 5, free entry.
Is that this week or next week?
Actually, it runs 5th of January through to 1st of February. So Monday through Saturday, free entry.
Okay, well, that's well worth a visit then for anyone out that way. And while they're there, they should pop into the exhibition next door in the Hakasalmi Villa, which I talked about in a previous episode, the wonderful photographic exhibition of Helsinki by night through the 70s and 80s.
Yes.
Okay, Heather's just nodding and thinking and trying not to speak. So we'll leave it there. A happy recovery to Heather, hopefully, and speedy. And
thank you.
Let's see what we come back with for next week's bonus episode. But at least I will have been out and about, so we'll have something to cover. And then hopefully from the week after, we will be back to normal with our exploration episodes.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Heather.
Thanks, Dan.
Happy recovery.
Thank you.